Government leaders have abandoned the capital and are now hiding in exile. Information out of occupied Athens has been sporadic, but Soviet forces are indeed in control of the capital as well as much of the outlying territories in Greece. In the city, fighting among Allied and Soviet troops continues, but the Allied death toll is rising rapidly. Now it remains to be seen if Allied forces will be able to weather this onslaught intact. Reacting to this latest assault, Allied diplomats led the United Nations in a 281-7 vote that, in approving a unique military funding initiative aimed at increasing global Allied support. This proposal calls for the formation of a global defense agency to be temporarily established in an as yet unnamed European capital. Indeed, in control of the capital as well as much of the outlying.
Sounds bad, does it not? Well, it is. But Stalin has just written his obituary. At last, this will help us galvanize the rest of the world against him. Yes, we have lost Greece. But we are not out just yet. Stalin may think so. But if we can continue to counsel the talents of commanders like yourself, we will come through this war on top. My old friend... One of Tanya's men. She found something. But Russian security agents have captured her. They will almost certainly take her back to Moscow. We must get her back. She has vital information on the Iron Curtain project. That information could help tip the scales in our favor. Let him clear his head. In this state, he is of no use to us. The Soviets currently hold Tanya near Grodno. The prison is well guarded, but a supply truck from a nearby Soviet base runs through the facility several times a day. If your spies can infiltrate the war factory, they may be able to hitch a ride into the prison compound. Once you have found Tanya, get her out of there any way you can.
Oh. Ooh. Oh. Such a pretty face. Where is Professor Einstein? I was hoping you'd say that. I'm afraid the effects are quite permanent.
Reinforcements have arrived. Timer started. 30 minutes remaining.
Commander, for king and country. For king and country. On my way. For king and country. On my way. For king and country. On my way. For king and country. Indeed. 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 For king and country. Indeed. For king and country. On my way. For king and country. On my way. On my way. For king and country. Indeed. On my way. Indeed. On my way. On my way. On my way. For king and country. Indeed. 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 For king and country, indeed. Indeed. On my way. Indeed.
Building infiltrated. Building infiltrated.
That's all you got? Kiss it bye-bye. What's up? Let's rock. Let's rock. Chew on this. Let's rock. Chew on this. Chew on this. Let's rock. I'm there. I'm there. Let's rock! Cha-ching! Cha-ching! Chew on I'm there! I'm there! Cha-ching! Cha-ching! Let's rock! Cha-ching! Let's rock! Let's rock! I'm there! Let's rock! Cha-ching! Let's rock! I'm there! Cha-ching! Let's rock!
Reinforcements have arrived.
Let's rock! I'm there! I'm there! I'm there! Let's rock!
Tanya rescued. Allied reinforcements have arrived from the north. Reinforcements have arrived. Reinforcements have arrived.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Reporting affirmative. At once.
Be awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Vehicle acknowledged. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledged.
Affirmative. Vehicle
Acknowledged.
reporting. Affirmative.
Acknowledged.
Affirmative. Reporting. Vehicle
Affirmative.
reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Agreed. At once. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Now affirmative.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Agreed. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Awaiting order. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Reporting.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Vehicle. Acknowledged. Waiting orders. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Very well.
Engineering. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Construction options.
Awaiting order. Awaiting order. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting.
Yes, affirmative.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Construction complete. New construction options.
Vehicle reporting.
Building.
Yes, affirmative.
Construction complete. Repairing. New construction options.
Awaiting
Building.
order. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Awaiting order. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Affirmative.
New construction options. Building.
Waiting or knowledge.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Ready and waiting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Reporting. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting.
Construction complete.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Vehicle affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Ready and waiting.
New construction options. Building. Building.
Awaiting orders. At once. Yes, sir. Awaiting order. Affirmative. Yes, sir. At once. At once. Agreed. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Construction complete. New construction options.
Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Yes,
lost.
sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Waiting
Unit
orders. Of
lost.
course.
Unit
Yes,
lost.
sir. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Unit
of
lost.
course. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Reporting.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Awaiting affirmative.
Building. Building.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready. Building.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Affirmative. Knowledge.
Construction complete.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
New construction options. Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Awaiting orders.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Repair.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Waiting acknowledged.
Building. Unit prepared.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Awaiting order. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit
Reporting.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Waiting order. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Awaiting order. Vehicle. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Awaiting order. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Training.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Training. Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Training.
Waiting orders.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative.
Training.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Waiting order. Reporting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Unit
Reporting.
ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Vehicle
Unit
reporting.
lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Prepare.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
prepared. Unit lost. Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Vehicle reporting.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Awaiting
Building.
order. Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Prepare. Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative.
Insufficient funds.
Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Reporting.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Awaiting order. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Preparing.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Base is under attack.
Affirmative.
Unit repaired. Repairing. Unit repaired. Repairing. Insufficient funds.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Reporting.
Repairing. Building. Unit prepared. Repairing.
Yes, sir. Reporting.
Unit ready.
Awaiting orders.
Building. Unit repaired.
Awaiting orders. Yes, sir.
Insufficient funds.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Awaiting order. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Repairing.
Yes, sir.
Insufficient funds.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building. On hold. Cancel.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Vehicle. Reporting.
Unit ready. Building.
Waiting order. Affirmative. Reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Overwhelm and destroy. Creation of a humanoids. Power to
Unit
overwhelm and
ready.
destroy.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Insufficient
Affirmative.
funds.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Waiting affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Building.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Vehicle. Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Agreed. Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Waiting order. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Waiting orders.
Unit lost. Building.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Awaiting order. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Reporting.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. At once. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Awaiting order. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds.
Vehicle. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Vehicle. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Reporting.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Very well.
Waiting order. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Waiting
Of
orders.
course.
Unit
Vehicle
ready.
report. Affirmative.
Building.
Reporting.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Vehicle. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Vehicle. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Ready and waiting.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Unit
Of course.
lost.
Yes, sir.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Reporting.
Ready and waiting.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes,
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Vehicle. Reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Awaiting orders.
Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Silos needed. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Silos
Reporting.
needed.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged. Reporting.
Unit
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
lost.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Acknowledged.
Awaiting order. Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Reporting.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Awaiting order. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Mission accomplished.
So very pretty, but oh so stubborn.